going on, y'all? It's your boy Sinister. Alright, I want to bring y'all another ruthless truth of trucking and what to expect. Now, I just finished doing the video about driving through the night. Another thing y'all gotta expect out here is there's gonna be a lot of times you're gonna have breakfast by yourself. You're gonna eat dinner by yourself because it's late night and your family back home be asleep, and it's early in the morning and your family sleep. And man, it was just me sitting in Iron Skillet having breakfast by myself. And you know, it's lonely. It's lonely sometimes. Sometimes you wish you can just have your lady there or your man there, you know, and you just gotta have breakfast by yourself and eat dinner by yourself. You know, stroll, you know, be on your Facebook while you're sitting there eating. And sleeping in your bed by yourself, in your truck, waking up to nobody laying next to you in the bed. You know, taking a shower by yourself because your lady's back home or your man is back home. You know, seeing different cities by yourself. But you gotta know why you out here doing what you do, because it's important to keep your eye on the goal. And it's real hard. You know, you get lonely at times and you gotta find things to keep you busy. So I'm back at my truck. So these is the things that y'all gonna have to learn how to live with. Y'all gonna have to learn to live with and without. And sometimes you just gonna drive through the night and ain't gonna be nobody to talk to. And you gotta find ways to keep yourself up. You know, the sun's starting to come up because you can see the sky getting brighter and stuff like that. So it's not easy doing trucking. A lot of y'all is not going to make it. A lot of y'all going to give it up because you can't deal with the fact of being away from home. A lot of y'all going to give it up because you just came out here and you think it was just about you're going to get this big amount of money when you first start. A lot of y'all going to make moves and jump to another company and not really put no work in at your first company. You're going to be complaining about what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that, until you realize when you go to that next company, there's going to be problems over there. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, but to each his own. You gotta find that company that fits you. Not everybody's gonna like their first company. A lot of people's not gonna stay with their first company. And a lot of people's not built for this game. And some of y'all gonna come out here and y'all gonna get that horrible trainer. And, you know, some of y'all gonna get trainers that pay for your food. Like, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, like I did my second student, I paid for everything. You know, so, and there's not that many trainers out here that does that. You know, and the ones that do that, you know, big ups and much props to them. But if you're not a trainer, you're gonna be by yourself. You're gonna drive by yourself. You're gonna eat by yourself. You're gonna shower by yourself. You're gonna go to sleep by yourself. You're gonna wake up by yourself. You're gonna be sitting around at shippers and consignees by yourself. You know, yeah, you can be on the phone, you know. You come out here, you gotta have a smartphone where you can do Tango, Skype, FaceTime, Google Hangout, and the majority of your friends is going to be other truckers, because people back home don't understand the lifestyle that we live out here. So coming out here, you got to be mentally prepared for this. Leaving home, you got to make sure that your wife or your girlfriend is mentally prepared to deal with the fact that you're going to be going 3 to 4 weeks at a time, 2 months at a time, depending on what the goal is. So, before you get in the truck, and make sure you talk to your significant other and break down, break it down. If you don't know how to break it down, have her watch the videos. Have her sit with you while you watch my videos as I break it down for you. Please understand that coming out here is not a 9 to 5, or 8 to 4. We don't just hold steering wheels. We got to deal with people who want to take their own lives. And I don't mean like literally they want to take their lives, but the way they drive, you swear to God, they want to take their life. You know, you get people that come from the express lane. If you on a 3-lane highway, they come from the 3rd lane on your left and shoot all the way across in front of your vehicle to hit the exit, because they wasn't paying attention. They probably in their phone. Or you're gonna be in some cities where it's 4 lanes, 4-lane highway, and they come from the 4th lane all the way across and hit the off-ramp, which makes it the 5th lane. You got other truckers that jump in front of you that don't have no consideration about your following distance. So you gotta back down, disengage your cruise control. So this is the reality of the life that we choose to live as truck drivers. It ain't always peaches and cream out here. It requires a lot of dedication. It requires a lot of hard work. And if you're not willing to put in hard work and dedication, and you want to come out here and you think you're just going to have things happen for you right away, I'm sorry, but you living in a fantasy world. You're a fantasy driver. You think you're going to come out here and you just going to get it off the rip? No, you living in a fantasy world. And I'm going to let you know you living in a fantasy world. Some of y'all not going to see no money your first year. My first year at Warner, coming from the airport, I was making $329 a week at the airport job to go into Warner and making $650 a week. And that was a come up for me. That was a come up to me. Some people be like, oh, that ain't nothing. But let me tell you something. Do you want the $329 or you want the $650? You make the choice. I put in 9 months at Warner. I left. I bounced. Night took me in. And now I'm making more than $650. I don't really display what I make. But I want y'all to know, it's not easy. You gotta put in endless hours of work ethic. You gotta have, your work ethic gotta be superb, superior. You gotta be superior. You gotta be out here with a sniper's mentality, like, I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. You're gonna come out here and you're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna have bad trailers. You're gonna have problems with your truck. You're gonna have short runs, medium runs, long runs, freight slowdown. A nasty, disrespectful dispatcher. a disrespectful company. Some of y'all gonna go through, some of y'all just gonna go through all kind of stuff. Some of y'all gonna go to a company, they're gonna put you in a hotel and they selling drugs at the hotel. Not the company, but just the hotel in the area where they got the hotel. You got drug dealing going on. You got prostitutes in and out the hotel. You got people hanging outside. You think it'll be real ghetto. Police is around the hotel. So these are the things that you're gonna deal with out here. And I'm going to continue to bring y'all more stuff about what you gotta deal with out here in the world of trucking. So don't be a fantasy driver. Don't be a solar powered driver. And what I mean by a solar powered driver is the ones that just want to drive during the daytime. And yes, you can be a local driver and be home every day, but I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about y'all. So you local drivers, I ain't talking to you on this video. This doesn't apply to you. So yeah, you can be home every day, but I get to see different things. Yeah, I'm away from home, but this is what I want to do. So it's time for me to go lay down and go to sleep by myself.